Nigga!
MP, how you feeling?
There he is, the man, the myth, the legend.
What is going on, MP?
Get ready to light it up tonight.
After it, MP.
Don't miss a single game this season. See the ticket booth for more information before you leave today. Raptors fans up for all to see. Next home game is Raptors mascot Penny Day to the first 10,000 fans in attendance. They were designed by local students, and they are limited edition. Don't miss out.
And folks, we hope you'll join us for our next appreciation giveaway. Updates, magnetic schedules. Keep track of all Raptors games right on the refrigerator door. Just a reminder, folks, make sure to be here for our giveaway. And get a figurine of your favorite mascot, the Raptors.
Are you a big Raptors fan? At 6'8" forward, number 4, Scotty
Hello, and thanks for joining us, folks, for this midweek NBA action on 2K Sports. With Coach Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. David Aldridge is with us as well. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now, here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. They tell a great story. Take a look at the Heat. They couldn't hold their position this week, but remain in the top 10.
And checking out Chicago, they are rolling, showing a lot of belief in themselves. The fan base is energized. We'll see if they can keep this up.
Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. Buzelis out there with Reynolds. Then it's Dosunmu, then it's the franchise, and it's Smith in at the 5 down low. And for the Raptors, in at the forward spots, we'll see Barrett and Barnes. Dick is out there with Emmanuel quickly, and it's Morris in at the center position. Greg is a player. How long does the excitement of a new season last?
I'd say it starts to wear off right about now. You got to start bringing your own motivation to every game, and you need to provide your own energy.
It's been a while since MP has been challenged to tally more assists than his opponents. How would you rate his progress so far?
Thus far, MP has proven his ability to be the best playmaker on the court. He's making the right reads, staying aware of his teammates, and most importantly, they're winning games.
And so it's the Bulls getting on the board first. Dick passes to Morris. Barnes, right side. Back to Morris. 5 to shoot. Dick. The shot's good on the assist by Morris.
And whenever Dick is getting a pass, if he has any chance to get off a clean jumper, you know it's going up.
Here's Terrell. What a tremendous game he played against Utah. Here's Reynolds. Sinks that one from the post. Here's Quickly. Pass to Dick. It's Barrett on the wing. Barnes finds Dick. Toronto working the ball around now. Morris with the screen for Quickly. Nice shot from the wing.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Here's Terrell. Reynolds passes to Terrell. Fires the three. It's rebounded by Barrett. And Barrett has got the ball here for the Toronto Raptors. This their first chance to take a look at the Bulls this season.
Yeah, and they took care of business against this group last year, winning the season series.
Smith with a screen on Barnes. Terrell misses.
Well, give credit to the defense for cutting him off. Normally, that'd be easy points for him at the rim.
Morris, left side. Over Smith. Morris, no good. Bulls have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. If you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Here's Terrell. No good, shot missing. Nice D from Barrett. Raptors have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. With every passing season, Quickly's role seems to expand.
Yeah, you know, Kevin, he's had to prove himself over and over. And now that he has, I don't think you'll find nearly as many doubters as he had when he first came into the league.
It's good.
Barnes really just forcing the D to commit. They chose him, and boy, did he make them pay.
And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team.
Looking now at the numbers for the franchise. Great showing for him last season. First in assists, and he also ranked number 2 in steals. Just great anticipation to go along with that quickness to capitalize.
And his unmatchable instincts for scoring the basketball. That's what made him number 1 last year. You can't stop him. And you can't even really...
Oh, that was some power on that dunk.
And he pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop. Raptors leading by 3. Barnes outside. Tick in the corner. To the inside. Here's Morris. Good work defensively by Smith. Bulls trail by 3. Pass to Terrell. Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
Well, the offense has to look for ways to get him easier shots, better selections. You have to be set up for success.
Here's Reynolds. Here's Terrell. Dosunmu off the pick from Terrell. It's good. This game is all even.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Toronto's gone 1 or 2 from long range in the first quarter. Barnes, right side. To the middle. So, Stan, let me take you back to the 95-96 NBA season. It was your first year as an NBA assistant. And, of course, the Bulls winning 72 games in that season. Unbelievable.
They were incredible, but one of my great memories in that season, the day of the trade deadline, we sent out 5 guys, brought in 5 new guys. We had to play the Bulls that night. Only one of those players made it in. We had only 8 guys available. Some guys who had hardly played for us. Rex Chapman had an unbelievable game, and we beat Mike.
foot on the gas, MP. Get in there.
And so it's Smart who brings up the ball for Toronto. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
When they ran the offense right, they found some easy shots, but on that occasion, it was few and far between.
Yeah, they had a hard time getting the looks they wanted on offense, and it's hard to get a win when that's the case.
So for Chicago right now, we've got White. Winslow is out there with Terry. Then there's Wagner, and it's Terrell in at the 1 spot. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey guys, the franchise in the last game against Utah was all business. He finished with 70 points, and he did a little bit of everything for them in that one, adding a triple-double in the process. Those are eye-popping numbers he put up. Couldn't possibly top that tonight, could he? I'll find out together. Kevin?
Okay, David, thanks. It'll be interesting to see, Greg, how much of that performance carries over to tonight.
And Kevin, different scenarios call for different measures. I'm sure he'll just try to provide whatever they need for the win.
Well, I'm sure he's coming in with a lot of confidence after last game. He wants to have a repeat performance here tonight.
Here's Terrell, off target with his 3.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
Now here's Smart, guarded by Terrell. Smart misses. For Chicago, they won their last contest that game against the Jazz.
And that one was all about offensive execution, running your plays, picking your spots.
Yeah, and you know, coaches honestly wouldn't have as much to do if guys shot like that every night.
And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Double by Terrell. Pass to Dick. Here's Walter. Sinks the three-pointer. Walter's got 5 points now this quarter.
In so many different ways, Dick gets the ball to his teammates, always on time and on target.
Here's Terrell, and good that time. And the Bulls lead by 5.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Dick finds Smart. A floater, shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. You know, Stan, it sometimes seems that coaches get themselves equal.
Gotta get it. Big rebound. Let's get it. Pinch here. Right here. We got back on D. I'm back on here. We got this.
He's been feeling it tonight. He's been the driving force for the Bulls. He witnessed him delivering a series of three-pointers as he notched 3 total in the quarter. He'll get you back to the action after this break.
Thank you for joining us. Getting right to the story, things are going well for the Chicago Bulls.
Love that they're taking high percentage shots, and it hasn't been easy for them. It's hard to score inside when the defense is collapsing on you.
Who needs three-pointers anyway?
Kenny did.
So thank you, Ernie.
All right, fellas, time now to take a look at these early season standings in the East.
Well, right now for Chicago, It's still early, and we don't want to get ahead of ourselves, but right now, they are easily the best team in the league.
Well, we knew they'd be good, but we didn't know they'd be this good. And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You know, you have to like what we're seeing from Kobe White.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, he's found his spots, been patient with his shot selection, and it's paid off for himself and the team.
A chance here to get a quick injury report.
Thanks, guys. I got a status report from the Raptors' head athletic trainer. He's currently suffering from shin splints and is in a lot of pain right now. It's amazing. He's good to come back into the game. In fact, Kevin, he's already back in the game.
David, thanks for checking in. On top of it is all.
It's interesting. Even with the advancements in strength and conditioning, injuries continue to impact the game.
Well, this is a high-impact sport, and the league continues to get bigger and faster.
In at the forward spots, we'll see Barrett and Barnes. Emmanuel quickly out there with Dick, and it's Morris in at the center, locking down the middle. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Barnes looking around. The rebound by Dosunmu.
Well, 4 failed attempts to start this half. Not what they wanted out of the locker room.
The Bulls shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
Both free throws good from Terrell.
Yeah, great effort tonight, and he's been rewarded with trips to the line.
Pass to Dick. Onside, Barrett. Barnes outside. No good with the triple.
Oof, ugly start to the second half. They're still scoreless in their first 5 attempts.
Here's Terrell, covered by Barnes.
Well, clearly it hasn't been his best game offensively, but collectively, they've still found a way to get the lead.
Here's Barrett. Buzelis grabs the board. Pass to Terrell. Rebound by the Raptors.
Well, he continues to make the effort, but the results just aren't there this quarter.
Here's Dick. Takes the 3. Buries the long-range jumper. Dick's got 9.
And that is why this team has Grady Dick, a floor spacer coming into the league with an elite three-point shot.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Shot's good by Terrell.
Now, that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Barnes kicks to Barrett. Dick passes to Barrett. A 3 from Quickly. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Smith's got rebound number 8 now on the night. And out of bounds as Toronto gains possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Raptors trail by 6. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Here's Barnes. The shot is good off the backboard.
And ideally, Barnes would like to be a little closer, but he makes the best of that mid-range on that one.
And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. And it's the Bulls with the ball. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points. Following this one, they get to host the Rockets. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. He lobs it up, and stolen by Barnes. And here's the fast break. Barrett leading the way. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the three ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against it.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
Morris finds quickly. Just 5 on the clock. Rebound by the Bulls. Reynolds has got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Terrell, quickly covering. Hey, Stan, I've always wondered, back when you were coaching, college or pro, what was your defensive philosophy?
Well, I think first of all, Kevin, we always wanted to take away the easy baskets. In other words, we're going to get back in transition, not give away fast breaks. We are going to try to protect the paint and make sure we're not giving away layups. And we didn't want to foul unnecessarily and give away free throws. Well, he might have been a little passive in the first half, but that's changed. I like this more aggressive approach.
And Buzelis gets the whistle that time. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
It's Dick on the wing. Defended by Dosunmu. Shot clock at 6. Quickly with a wide open look. Connects from 3-point range. Quickly's got 15.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Raptors trail by 8. Pass to Morris. To the paint. And it's Barnes slamming it down.
And this kid has hops. Barnes gets airborne there and slams it down.
Here's Terrell. 12 points for him. Barnes grabs the miss. Barnes has got 4 rebounds in this game. Pass to Morris. And the shot goes in. And now just a 4-point Chicago lead.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. He wants to talk to his guys. And the Bulls making a change here. Terry's checked in. With a pause in the action, let's show you the teams that were best from the line last season. Number 1, the Bulls.
You know, they made that a point of emphasis a season ago. I mean, they spent a lot of time in practice drilling their free throws, and I think it really paid off with the best percentage in the league.
Smith with a screen on Barnes. Terrell, the pass to Smith. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Raptors trail by 6. Now Barnes. 6 points for him. Going inside. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And what a physical drive by Barnes, not holding anything back.
Hey guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Bulls?
Well, they've been absolutely on fire from deep. And until the defense offers more resistance, the coaches are going to keep encouraging them to let it fly.
And another thing, they continue to work it inside and score. It's clear their game plan is attacking the paint as much as possible.
And there's the bucket from Dosunmu.
Well, they expect this from him, and he's a big reason they're out in front right now.
On the wing, Morris. And the Raptors miss again. The Bulls leading by 7. Terrell, the pass to Dosunmu. Terrell misses.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
Barnes kicks to Morris. Good work defensively by Smith. And it's Terry with the ball for Chicago. Down low. Buzelis' shot is good. And now it's a 9-point Bulls lead.
Great find. Leading his teammate right to the bucket.
Pass to Barrett. And it's good for 2. That's 10 points for R.J. Barrett.
I love seeing Barrett cash in there. He knows he has what it takes to finish through contact.
Smith with a screen on Barnes. And there's a whistle. That goes on Scotty Barnes. That's his first foul. Some changes for Toronto. Abaji's checked in, and Smart subbed in for Quickly. Here's Terrell. Takes it inside. It's rebounded by Scotty Barnes. Raptors trail by 7. Yes, that goes in. Barnes has got 9 points.
Wow, has he flipped the switch at halftime. Much more effective here in the second half.
Terrell misses. The Raptors shooting in this game, 45%. Barrett kicks to Barnes. On the wing, Morris. He's covered by Terrell. Clock at 6. Here's Barnes, and there's the drive.
And you got to admire the tenacity from Barnes. Love seeing him take charge like that.
Nice shot by Terry.
Nice touch there near the hoop.
Raptors shooting 42% from the field here in the third. Barnes kicks to Smart. Morris with a screen on Terry. Abaji. No good from outside.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Here's Terrell. That's good from 17 feet away. Now it's a 7-point Bulls lead.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And that one's good, Barnes. Barnes has got 11 in the second half.
Just tough, gritty play there by Barnes. That's how you deal with physicality.
Here's Terrell. Rebound by the Raptors. Outside, Barrett. Pass to Abaji. Morris right side. Ball's knocked loose. It's stolen by Buzelis. Dosumu with it. Picked up by Barrett. From downtown, Terrell misses. Raptors trail by 5. The drive by Barnes. Here's Abaji. Rebound by the Bulls. Dosumu's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Terrell, the pass to Terry. Here's Terrell. Barrett covering. Terrell misses. And it's the Raptors' ball. Barrett kicks to Morris. Doubled by Smith. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
That's a jump ball.
Smart dishes to Barnes. Shoots over Dosumu. Morris. It's good on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Pass to Terrell. Now Buzelis. Dosumu, the pass to Terry. Bulls moving the ball around. That's good by Terrell.
Well, his offense is carrying them right now. And even with the defense keying on him, he's making great adjustments on the fly.
Back to Smart. Pass to Barnes. From 17 feet out. Rebound by Smith. Smith's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far.
Here's Abaji. He's guarded by Terrell. Smart on the wing. Morris with the ball. A jump hook. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Terry's got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Terrell. Over in the corner, Dosunmu. And the 3 ball is good. Dosunmu's got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, when you look at what he's provided them on the offensive end, it's been an important part of why they're leading.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. For 3, Barrett. Rebound by Smith. Smith's got 11 rebounds in the game.
Well, they desperately need him to get going offensively. He's got to refocus and just start taking better shots.
Dosunmu's shot's good.
Love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
And so it's the Chicago Bulls, up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. And more than anything, their three-point shooting is what sparked them. A fantastic night from long range so far. We come back right after this. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
Well, that is what coaches want from their point guards. Set others up, play the game the right way.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. On the court for the Bulls, getting this 4th quarter started. We've got Mo Wagner. Terry is out there with Justice Winslow. And it's Kobe White, and it's Terrell in at the point. Barnes against White. That is good. And the Bulls' lead is cut down now to just 10 on the basket from Barnes. Here's Terrell. It's blocked. They recover it. Back to Winslow. And the dunk by Winslow.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Yeah, I'd consider calling timeout right away after that one. The defense has to be better there.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Winslow is screen on Barnes. Terrell, and he banks in the layup. Terrell's got the lead up to 14 now for the Bulls.
Well, credit the screen there, springing him loose for the finish.
Pass to Olynyk. Inside, here's Barnes. Sweet little floater. Barnes has got 15 points in just the second half.
Barnes, so physical inside. He can beat you down there as well.
And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page.
Thank you to our Northside crew.
Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Here's Terrell, 3-pointer. And it's White missing. Swiped away. There's the drive. Power down with both hands.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
Nice shot by Smart.
Well, working without the ball. Smart can play the one. He can also shift over and be a catch and shoot guy.
Right, the pass to Wagner. Here's Terrell. Back to Wagner. Wagner gets the screen from Terrell. Just 4 to shoot. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer. Terrell's got 24 points. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Barnes outside. And Winslow pulls it down.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the chart.
Terrell, the pass to White. Here's Terrell. Nice fake there to create the shot, but it's no good. Raptors trail by 14. Here's Barnes. Banked in off the glass. Barnes has got 17 points here in the second half.
Can you even believe this is the same guy? What a difference here in the second half.
Terrell, the pass to Winslow. We see coaches stand willing to pay fines for complaining about the officiating. I'm having a hard time thinking if you ever did that. I'm going back in my Rolodex here. Did you? Did you ever do that, Coach?
I mean, Kevin, I paid hundreds of thousands of dollars of fines in the NBA. My wife was not real happy about that at one point, reminding me early on that we had 4 kids we were going to try to put through college. And she told me one year I just gave away 2 college educations.
Oh, goodness. And so it's Smart who brings up the ball for the Raptors. To the middle. Here's Walter. Screened by Olynyk. The kick out to Barnes. Barnes with another miss. Chicago leading by 13. Here's Buzelis. Basket made. That gives him 7 field goals in 13 tries. And Darko Rajakovic calls timeout. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. And the Raptors with some changes. Morris is checked in for Olynyk. Barrett comes in for Scotty Barnes. Quickly in for Walter. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. During the last break, listened in on Darko Rajakovic talking to his team, and it was an intense huddle. Coach challenged his team. He told them the effort's not there. It has to get better. See if those words work, Kevin.
Thank you, David.
And I love seeing White use that athleticism on defense. Great hustle to swat that shot.
Shot clock at 5. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to go on Buzelis. And he knocks down the first one.
The line for Toronto.
Both good from the line that time. Here's Terrell. Pass to White. Wagner has screen on quickly. And Wagner has it in the corner. Here's Terrell, guarded by Smart. And it comes off the front of the rim.
Well, that's a miss you can live with. I expect they'll go to it again, especially if the defense continues to concede it.
Quickly with it, now guarded by Winslow. And they'll get another chance. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. Pass to Terrell. It's White on the wing. White gets the screen from Terrell. And it's good off the back rim and in. And the Bulls lead by 15.
Well, we've really seen White raise his game as a scorer. He can be relentless at times, like right now.
Barrett kicks to Smart. Here's Abaji. Toronto needs to get off his shot. And here's quickly for 3. Chicago leading by 15. Here's Terrell. Throws it up high. It's stolen by Barrett. with the drive, and Barrett screws it in.
And with this kind of momentum behind him, Barrett, Terra, love seeing him hammer it home.
Here's Terrell. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Barrett's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. To the paint, wants to get it to Morris and does. And Morris throws it down.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Well, that's exactly what's needed when you're trying to turn things around.
Raptors trail by 11. Smart passes to Barrett. On the wing quickly. Morris right side. And the Raptors tack on 2 more.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Chicago leading by 9. There's the pick. Terrell, the pass to White. Here's Terrell, guarded by Smart. Wagner, a screen on Smart. Here's Terrell. Winslow, wide open. He fires a 3-pointer off the mark.
Well, sometimes it's just not your night. But despite his struggles, they're ahead in the game. Wow. Missed the easy one right there, right at the rim, but came up empty.
Here's Terrell. Abaji pulls it in.
Might be time for a little different approach. This shot hasn't been falling here in the second half.
Smart passes to Abaji. Back to Smart. Pass to Abaji. And here is Quickly. Traps in the tray.
That gives him his second 3 of the half with 3 total for the game.
Can they get it? Buzelis, no one around him. It's the 3-point bomb. Buzelis has got 5 points now this quarter.
Yeah, well, passing it inside out is always a good idea. You can usually get your teammate a clean look.
Barron for 3. It's hauled in by the Bulls. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
They're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
And the NBA coach has made sure franchises can't sell their future via draft picks in a trade. What do you think of that?
I think it was probably a good idea because, you know, all of us, coaches, maybe even more than GMs, but organizations get to a point that you want to win so badly in the present that you're willing to just sacrifice the future, and that can lead to some very bad teams down the road, and the NBA doesn't want that.
Yeah, and we've seen that. You're right, a lot of examples. Grady Diggs checked in for the Raptors. Chicago also making some changes. Smith checked in for Mo Wagner. Reynolds comes in for Winslow. And it's Dosunmu in for White. And good on the second, so he makes them both. And so Quickly will bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. They trail by 11. Right wing. Fires from deep. Second shot opportunity. Morris. And the layup's good off the glass.
Well, his rebounding is such a boost for this team, especially when it comes on the offensive end.
Now with an update on Scotty Barnes from David Aldridge. David, what'd you find out?
Thanks, Kevin. Well, I got some news from Toronto's head athletic trainer, and this is an unfortunate injury, potentially devastating for them. Now, it's just November, so they do have some time to make adjustments, but it's a blow nonetheless. Guys?
All right, David, thanks. Well, guys, certainly not the news his fans were hoping for.
Yeah, not at all. I mean, it sounds like he's got a long road ahead of him in terms of his recovery.
That's just awful news. You really feel for the guy, and you know everyone in the NBA family is wishing him a speedy recovery. And a misconnection there, fans guarding their beverages. That's a pass he'd like back for sure.
And count it. Three-pointer good on the shot from Terrell. Terrell's got 28.
Now this is more like it. 9 points for him from three-point range this half. That's 9 more than he had in the first.
Here's Barnes. And Reynolds pulls it down. Reynolds has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Dosunmu, the pass to Terrell. Back to Dosunmu. Here's Reynolds. Here's Terrell. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
How about that one? Able to maintain control and finish the play.
14 fouls. Shooting.
That free throw good from Terrell. Raptors trail by 16.
2 minutes remaining.
Faster quickly. Outside Barrett. Morris with the screen for Barrett. Stolen away. Here's Terrell. Quickly covering. Reynolds passes to Terrell. 6 on the shot clock. Another shot. He takes it up and lays it in. Terrell's got 33 points.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
Here's Barrett. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Well, Stan, the NBA awards impact so much on these players and what they think they can acquire and achieve. How do you feel about the structure of award voting?
Well, right now, Kevin, there's about 100 panelists that each get a vote, and that seems like as good approach as any. Certainly, I need to be on that panel, and, you know, I mean, I think we'd probably get more worthy award winners if they would just let me pick them myself.
But, you know, they make your picks public, and a lot of times voters are uncomfortable with that.
Yeah, that doesn't really bother me. I'm used to people disagreeing with me anyway. I have a family, Kevin.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Bulls.
They had a fantastic play from the bench.
And this team has great depth, and they showed it in this game.
And with this effort tonight, grabbing their 8th win of the year.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for the franchise.
And the way he was able to dice up their D with his passing really made things easy for everyone else on his team.
Terrell, great pass to set up the lay-in. And that's now 37 points for the franchise. Smart deciding where to go with it. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for being with us tonight on 2K Sports. See you later.
MP, you are the straw that stirs the drink.
Shout out my dog MP, man, giving the people what they want, man. Talking a little crazy, giving a little hot sauce, and still talking trash at the same time. I salute you.
Good win. Let's keep it going.
It seems like you really like talking to your opponents during the game. What is it about trash talk that you enjoy so much?
You know, honestly, it's just fun. You know, it keeps me engaged in the game, and it gives me that extra little bit of motivation. You know, we play 82 games in the season, so I got to find a way to keep things interesting, you know what I'm saying?
If it's all in good fun, are there areas or topics you won't touch?
Of course, you know, I'm not out there trying to talk about anyone's family, you know, their kids, their parents, you know. The NBA, it's a fraternity. We go at each other out there on the court, but at the end of the day, it's all love, you know. We're just hooping.
What's up, MP?
Yo, MP, let's go.